MMC TV News Hour, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the confluence state of Nigeria. I am Sherifat Onono Mohammed. The headlines: Nigerians celebrate Children's Day. Buhari, Governor YAHAYA BELLO pledges access to quality education. Federal Capital Territory Police tightens security ahead PDP presidential primary. GEETANJALI SHREE is first Indian winner of International Booker Prize. And Aston Villa agreed deal to sign Diego Carlos from Sevilla for £26 million. Now the news in detail. The President Muhammadu Buhari departed Abuja to participate in the African Union Extraordinary Session of Assembly of Heads of State and Government in Malabo, Equatorial Guinea, with a special focus on security. According to a statement titled "President Buhari attends AU Extraordinary Summit in Malabo," signed by his senior special assistant on media and publicity, Garba Shehu, the president will join other heads of state and government to deliberate on humanitarian challenges, hopes, and challenges in Africa, and participate in the adoption of the Assembly Declaration on Humanitarian Summit and Pledging Conference. The three-day summit, which would hold from May 26 to 28, will also focus on migration, refugees, returnees, and internally displaced persons. At the summit, African leaders will consider terrorism and unconstitutional change of government, with attendant spiraling effects on human rights and economy. On security and governance, the Assembly of Heads of States and Government of AU will take a united position on terrorism and unconstitutional change of government and reach agreement on new approaches to stem the tide. Buhari during the summit would also hold sideline meetings with some leaders during the meeting in Malabo. The President Muhammadu Buhari said his government would ensure wider access to quality education that would further reduce the number of out-of-school children. Buhari said this in his 2022 Children's Day message contained in a statement by his senior special advisor on media and publicity, Femi Adesina. According to Adesina, the president celebrates with young Nigerians on the occasion of this year's Children's Day, pledging that his administration will continue to work hard to ensure that every child has access to education, which prepares them for a bright future. The statement noted that Buhari believes that Nigerian children deserve the best and a safe country where they can grow, make friends, interact, and travel freely, and emerge as successful leaders in different fields of endeavor. The president said, with our investment in infrastructure, youth development, education, information and communication technology, digital economy, culture, arts and entertainment in the last 7 years, he believes we are laying a solid foundation for a better quality of life for future generations in the country. Kogi State Governor YAHAYA BELLO has opined that leaders must collectively strive to ensure that they bequeath a better nation to children who would grow to become leaders of tomorrow. He made this known on Friday while commemorating the annual Children's Day celebration through a press statement issued by his chief press secretary, Mohammed Enugu. The governor asserted that they must all resolve as leaders in their respective climb to tackle head on certain challenges the country was being faced with and ensure that solutions were preferred to all of them so that the leaders of tomorrow will enjoy ease in their own lifetime. He narrated that the Nigeria that nationalists led was such which provided free education, quality health care, instant job opportunities, and several other dividends, which many leaders of today benefited immensely from. Hence, it would be their own failure if they refuse to do the same for the next generation. Governor Bello stressed that the need to ensure that the rights of children to basic amenities, quality education, and health care, amongst other things, were guaranteed, while issues of child labor and abuse were brought to non-existence. While praising the federal school feeding initiative as a means of giving succor to children from less privileged families, he added that other programs, policies, or laws that guarantee children's health care, quality, free education, and protection from all sorts of harms must be urgently considered. Governor Dapo Abiodun of Ogun State inaugurated the 3 kg Pancheke Adebe Opako Road within the Abeokuta metropolis, reportedly abandoned by the immediate past administration in the state. In a statement, the chief press secretary to the governor, Kunle Somori, said the governor completed the road that traversed Abeokuta South, Obafemi Owodo, and Ewokoro, which was abandoned by the immediate past administration in the state. It was gathered that former Governor Ibikunle Amosu started the project but could not complete it before the expiration of his tenure. Somori said Abiodun, who spoke at the inauguration held at the popular Pansheke Junction, described the event as symbolic. Somori added that the governor described the project as a fulfillment of his administration's promise to the state's people. He quoted Abiodun as saying, "This road has a history." The immediate past administration started it in December 2018. That makes it one of the inherited projects. Abiodun explained that the 3 km road is particularly of economic importance. It traverses 3 local government areas and provides a viable bypass to the busy Ita-Oshin-Lafenwa end of the Abeokuta-Ifosongo Lagos Express through Obadaoko. He added that on the micro level, this road is an added infrastructure and adds to the aesthetic of this area. It has a reinforced concrete median, a carriage width of 8 meters in each direction, and a reinforced concrete drain and walkway.
GYB. Governor Yahaya Bello, a man of many parts. GYB, a great tenacious leader.
You are a leader, a natural leader, a governor of a state, and the state has been very peaceful thanks to your efforts, thanks to your tenacity. Whenever you blow that trumpet, the whole country must hear you. Because the demography of this country supports you so greatly.
The pride of the nation.
You've been a pride to the youth of this country. You've been a pride to our party, the APC.
I want to say that His Excellency the Governor is the shield of the APC in Nigeria and beyond. And if you don't mind, I would prefer to call him Sarkin Yakin APC in Nigeria.
A political strategist.
There are only 2 people in the APC that give me headache. I'm worried about Governor Yahaya Bello because of some of the footprints I see him doing, and he's young, he can connect to the right audience. I've seen that of all of them, he's the only one who has been consistently taking steps to try to cut people.
Governor Yahaya Bello, a trailblazer.
Let the other governors go to Kogi and study. They have a Northern Governors Forum. Yeah, they do. Let them meet and ask themselves, how has this young man, who happens to be about the youngest of the governors running the second term, how has he succeeded? That is what they are not doing.
Unity and peace advocate.
We have succeeded in uniting the people the more. Nobody's talking about whether you are from the west or central or the east, So everybody today could lay claim to the state as our state because you have sense of belonging. Your people are not marginalized. Any part of the state is oppressed.
He is our hero.
It's only Governor Yahaya Bello that I know that has given so much position to women. He has given us that opportunity. Please, let's not be selfish with that position.
GYB, trustworthy leader.
Anybody who is playing politics with the civil servants of Kogi State today should be careful. They should not use us to play politics. They should engage us and discuss with us frankly and what they really have on hand to offer Kogi workers. Let us see different from your own.
Leadership with inclusion.
All the other governors in Nigeria, please emulate a governor like Yahaya Bello. Don't give us only SA and PAs and all that in disabilities. Appoint us into other respective offices where we can work and show you that we have capacity to deliver.
A polypath and pace setter.
He has an eagle eye to discover potentials in human beings. He discovered me, unveiled me to the world, and I'm where I am today.
Governor Yahaya Bello, prudent and accountable.
Rating of the state has been very, very high in terms of accountability. When the SIFTAS results that was undertaken by World Bank came out in 2017, Kogi State came second. And 2018, Kogi State came first. And then 2019, we also repeated the first position.
Inclusive leadership.
I most appreciate the contribution of the vibrant young governor of Kogi State, who detests crime and have always been rendering helping hands to nip crime not only in his state, but across the country at large. I doff my hat for Governor Yahaya Bello, the support the special forces have been receiving from him. If all governors could emulate, in terms of providing strategic information, I think the peace we have been yearning for will soon be close to us.
This is who Governor Yahaya Bello is. This message is brought to you by friends of GYB.
And on politics, ahead of Sunday's presidential primary election of the All Progressive Congress, Vice President Yemi Osibanjo concluded his interactive sessions with stakeholders and delegates in all 36 states and Abuja. This was according to a statement signed by his senior special assistant on media and publicity, Laolu Akande, titled APC 2023 Presidential Primary. Vice President Osibanjo concludes in interactive sections with APC delegates, stakeholders in 36 states, FCT. Osibanjo, whose last visits were to Benue and Lagos states, had declared his intention to seek the APC's presidential ticket on Monday, April 11th, in a television and online broadcast which went viral on traditional, digital and social media platforms. According to Akande, the Vice President, who began the interactive sessions with the delegates in Ibadan, Oyo State on Friday, April 22, lasted over a month. The consultations, he said, involved robust question and answer sessions, while also discussing and exchanging ideas on various national issues such as security, economy, technology, education, health, youth, women empowerment, social investment, national development, governance and politics. In a related development, a group has set a grassroots-based crowdfunding portal to propagate Osibanjo's candidacy. The portal, PioGlobalPartners.com, was launched by Pio Global Partners. We go on a short break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. The Federal Capital Territory Police Command said it has beefed up security in Abuja in the build-up to the presidential primaries of the People's Democratic Party slated for Saturday and Sunday at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium, Abuja. The event was expected to be characterized by a high influx of people into the nation's capital, particularly party stakeholders who would be participating in the elections. The command said it has designed a robust security arrangement defined by a deployment of officers across the city ahead of the primary elections. The command's Commissioner of Police, Babaji Sunday, while briefing the divisional police officers and head of various tactical and intelligence units of the command on Thursday, said the deployment prioritized the protection of lives and property of all residents during and after the exercise. He said the People's Democratic Party's primary election is scheduled to hold from May 28 to May 29 at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium. The event is projected to be characterized by a high influx of people into the Federal Capital Territory. Sunishing the officers charged them to respect the rights of citizens as they go about their duties. An Abia High Court sitting on Thursday ruled against the victory of All Progressive Congress aspirant, Chief Ikechi Emenike, the acclaimed winner of the governorship primary election. Emenike has been declared the victor of Thursday's controversial primary election in Abia State, but Justice O.A. Chijoke nullified the result. In the suit instituted by Chinedu Nwole and two others, the judge declared that Emenike lacks the local standing to contest the primary election because he had earlier been suspended from the party. The court ruled that both Emenike and the APC state chairman, Chief Donatus Nwokpa, breached Article 9.3 of the APC Constitution by going ahead to participate in the primary election. Justice Chijioke declared that participation in the ward, local council, state, and the recently held national convention of the party as illegal. The ruling read in part that by the virtue of the suspension of the first defendant, Emenike, as a member of the second defendant, APC, the first defendant cannot participate in whatever form whatsoever in the activities of the second defendant, including the scheduled ward, local government, state, and national congresses of the second defendant, due to take place between 2021 and 2022. Consequently, the judge directed the National Working Committee of the party to desist from having further dealing with the duo based on the substituting court order. And on foreign, GEETANJALI SHREE has become the first Indian writer to win the International Booker Prize. Her novel, Tomb of Sand, a family saga set in the shadow of the partition of India, follows an 80-year-old woman after the death of her husband. It was the first Hindi-language book to be shortlisted for the £50,000 prize. Miss SHREE said she never dreamt of the Booker. She never thought she could. What a huge recognition. She is amazed, delighted, honored, and humbled. Frank Wynne, the chair of judges, said the panel were captivated by the power, the poignancy, and the playfulness of her novel. He added that he had not read anything like it before, and its exuberance and passion make it a book that the world could do with right now. The prize money will be split between SHREE and the book translator, US-based Daisy Rockwell. The International Booker Prize is awarded every year for a book that is translated into English and published in the UK or Ireland. SHREE's 725-page novel competed against 5 other shortlisted titles by Miyoko Kawakami, Bora Chung, John Fosse, Claudia Pinheiro, and former winner Olga Tokarczuk. Born in the city of Mainpuri in Uttar Pradesh State, SHREE, 64, is the author of 3 novels and several story collections. Tomb of Sand is the first of our books to be published in the UK. Let's join John and Malik for our sports updates.
And on sports updates, Aston Villa agreed deal to sign Diego Carlos from Sevilla for £26 million. The 29-year-old, who Newcastle tried to sign in January, will travel to England for a medical and to finalize personal terms. He would be Villa's second signing of the summer following the arrival of Boubacar Kamara from Marseille on a free transfer. Carlos played 6 times at last year's Tokyo Olympics, where Brazil won gold. Aston Villa manager Steven Gerrard recently confirmed central defender Enjiri Konsa would miss the start of the upcoming season because of a knee injury. Aston Villa, who finished 14th in the Premier League last season, also completed a deal for Felipe Coutinho to join on a 4-year deal. Aston Villa, who finished 14th in the Premier League last season, also completed a deal for Felipe Coutinho to join on a 4-year deal from Barcelona in May. Former champion Simona Halep suffered a mid-match panic attack as the Romanian lost her second-round match at the French Open. The 30-year-old appeared to have difficulties in her breathing and called on her trainer during the 2-6, 6-2, 6-1 loss to China's Zheng Quinn. Halep, the 2018 winner, was another big name to be knocked out on a day that produced more upset at Roland Garros. Swat 20 is one of only 3 remaining top seed in the women's single draw after the opening 2 rounds, along with Spanish third seed Paulo Badoza and 7 seeds Aryna Sabalenka from Belarus. Halep struggled physically in the second half of a match against a 19-year-old opponent, fading badly in the second set as Zheng won 11 of the final 12 games. 2-time Grand Slam champion Halep had led by a set and a break, but she said she didn't know how to handle the situation where a rare panic attack took hold. Halep's exit was the latest high-profile defeat in the women's draw. The upset of the day came against Wimbledon runner-up Karolina Pliskova, who was stunned 6-2, 6-2 by French world number 227 Lilia Jinjin. Ninth seed Daniela Collins was another seed to fall on Thursday as she lost 6-4, 6-3 to fellow American Shelby Rogers. And that's sports update on MLC TV News. I am Malik Jonah reporting. Back to Akasta for more stories.
Thanks for the update, Jonah. And on entertainment, Matthias Ayodeji is standing by.
On our foreign entertainment news today, the creator and stars of Emmy-winning NBC show This Is Us have said farewell after 6 seasons, calling it the trip of a lifetime. The piercing family drama created by Dan Forgemil starred Mandy Moore, Milo Ventimiglia, and Christine Miles, alongside Stanley K. Brown and Justin Hartley. It ran for 6 years before coming to an end for viewers on both sides of the Atlantic this week. Forgemil said on Tuesday that making the final episode was bittersweet. Ahead of the final episode, which aired in the US on Tuesday before being made available to UK audiences on Wednesday via Amazon Prime Video, the director tweeted, "I hope tonight satisfies and leaves you thinking and feeling and even smiling. I hope it makes you feel as full as your response to the show has made us feel all these years." He added, "Thank you for taking the train ride with us. It's been the trip of a lifetime." The critically acclaimed show has had multiple Emmy nominations and won 2 prizes at the Screen Actors Guild Awards in 2018 and 2019 for Best Ensemble Cast in a Drama. The finale focused on Brown's character Randall and his siblings Kate, Mez, and Kelvin Hartley as they continue to become to terms. The finale focused on Brown's character Randall and his siblings Kate, Mez, and Kelvin as they continue to come to terms with a family tragedy. Now on our entertainment news from Africa, Nigerian music star Davido has congratulated Banky W over his victory at the recently held House of Representatives primaries by the People's Democratic Party. The singer took to his Twitter page on Tuesday, May 24, 2022, where he promised to support the singer-turned-politician. "Congrats at Banky W, you have my support. Don't sit at home and complain, get up and make a change," he tweeted. Banky W won the ticket to represent Etiosa Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives under the PDP. The primary took place on Monday, May 23. The music star scored 28 votes to defeat his opponent who scored 3 votes. The music star announced that he will be running for the House of Representatives seat back in April. Banky W first announced his decision to run for the House of Representatives back in November 2018. This news was largely received by both fans and industry colleagues. He, however, lost the election to Ibrahim Obanikoro of All Progressive Congress, APC. And that is all on our entertainment news today. My name is Matthias Ayodeji Peters, reporting for MLC TV News. Back to Akasta for more stories.
Thank you, Matthias. And that's the size of our package today. Join us next week at this same hour to watch our news as we give you updates on happening within and across the globe. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Malachi TV. Like and follow our Facebook page, MLC TV, Instagram, MLC TV 2021, and Twitter at MLC TV1. For your event coverage, information, contribution, advert, and sponsorship, please call any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join us Friday and Saturday to watch our special programs. Friday 9 p.m. Local Government and You. Saturday 7 p.m. Family Affairs. 9 p.m. Political Arena and Women's World. Sunday by 6 p.m. It's Malachi TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. I am Sherifat Onono Mohammed. Please continue to be your brother's keeper to build a united and peaceful society together. Good day and thanks for watching.